Day 1, 2.
Day 3.
Day 4. 6. Day 7.
Day 8.
9. Day 10. 11. Day 12 of learning how to sail in Thailand. This is the final day, and what a glorious day it is.
They say the ocean doesn't care about your past, your job title, or your bank account. It only cares if you show up, and for 12 days, I fought the swell and my own fears. Today I'm not just leaving a port, I'm leaving a version of myself behind and choosing a life of ultimate freedom. This is the final episode of learning, attempting, thinking I could sail. This is the graduation, and the start of a chapter in my life that 12 days ago was just a pipe dream, brought into reality by all of you watching, especially the subscribers. But first, we have to rewind a little bit, back to the start of day 9.
Alrighty, good morning and welcome to day 9, I think, of the Learn How to Sail in Thailand series, whatever it is. We've got 3 more days left of sailing to complete 12 days total of sailing in my sailing qualifications. It's a beautiful day in Thailand. Today we are sailing with just 3 of us on a big boat, and we're going to go around Chalong Island. So please come along with me and I will take you along for the ride.
I'm saving you all from the scooter commute footage today. I'm sure you'll be pleased about this because we've seen it in the past 4 videos. We were right back on the water before the heat even hit. We got out there super early in the morning with only 3 of us. There was nowhere to hide. If a line wasn't tight or attack was slow, it was on me or one of us. We'd been here for 9 days now and we knew our stuff. It was time to just crack on and put this into practice. We spent the entire day out there. We skipped the classroom entirely because tomorrow is a full day marathon. So today was our last chance to get the feel of the boat. We spent hours doing tacking, jives, trimming and going around Chalong Bay. With a smaller group, I was on the tiller for 3 times as long as usual. I'm starting to realise that sailing isn't just about following a line on navionics. It's about anticipating the swell before it hits the hull. The Zero is officially starting to feel like a hero. Chalong Bay is beautiful, but I barely looked at it. My eyes were locked on the telltales and the horizon. I'm 33, and for the first time in this entire course, I don't feel like an imposter. I feel like I belong. I feel like I can sail. After pretty much all day on the boat, I was pretty excited to get back in the air-conditioned comfort of my apartment.
Alrighty, end of day 9. Sorry if I screwed up the days at the start. Now I'm super tired, super tired. It was me, the Swiss guy, and the Australian guy all together. It was a fantastic day, as you'll have seen on the videos. Sailing the way, laughing, joking. We did some reefing, some jibbing, some jiving, and just following along a navigation course, and then mooring on sail. We sailed off mooring as well, so we're just putting everything together. Like, I feel like I can sail a boat now. So tomorrow we've got an all-day classroom thing, and then it will be the final 2 days, which is just where we're allowed to take the boat out ourselves without any trainers and sail. So I'm super excited about that. The last 2 days are going to be sick, and then home to Bali, and then on to the next chapter and some exciting news. So stay tuned. I'm going to get a shower and I'm going to crash. I will catch you tomorrow morning where we do classroom work, and then 2 days of solo sailing. Well, not solo, but solo in our group of auto trainers. So yeah. Alright, catch you in the morning. Good morning. It is day 10 of the Learn How to Sail in Thailand series, and it's a beautiful morning in Thailand yet again. Today we got to do loads of classroom stuff, a full day in the classroom, which is going to be full on, but I imagine it's needed. I'm really enjoying this. Normally when I have to do classroom learning and stuff like that, I hate it. But with this, I'm really enjoying it. Maybe it's just because I'm passionate about sailing and that's what I want to do. So we're going to go and do that. So after today, we've got 2 days sailing completely alone without any trainers. So that's going to be sick. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to film as much as I can from the classroom sessions today. And yeah, enjoy. Thanks for joining. And I'm going to go and get a shower and then head on the road. All right, just had a shower. Going to go and get on the bike and get going. It's quite nice today because I can actually wear normal clothes. I can wear some ones that don't have salt all over them and aren't super sweaty. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along and get on that road.
All right, regular viewers will know what this is. This is the montage to the classroom. If you actually like this, comment down below. I'd be interested to know. This is the last episode, but hey-oh. So today we're in the classroom. It's a full day just learning everything we need to pass our inshore skipper theory sort of section of this course. So we started the day off with knots, which again I pretty much had at this point, and then we went through diesel engines and the different components of diesel engines and how they function, with the trainer going over the knowledge that we learned, as well as the mechanical system maintenance within diesel engines. I know these are sometimes quite difficult, so it was handy to know. Then we went over the fuel system, fuel delivery, how injectors work, where the fuel filters should be placed within the system, fuel system maintenance with cleaning filters, the cooling system and how that works with raw seawater, where the fresh water sits, where the raw water sits, and how that cools in integral parts of the system, anodes within the water system, and keeping them in good health, to be honest, and what they should look like, electrical system maintenance, which, to be quite honest, I'm not looking forward to. Electrics, sail and power rules with right of way and who's to stand on vessel, lights for yachts when we're sailing at night. We literally went over everything that we've already gone over, but in super great detail. More yacht lights on different size yachts, because different size yachts have to have different lights. Lights on stuff like fishing vessels, they have different lights and they tell you different things. And then it was a break for lunch.
Alrighty, just stopped for lunch. I've actually just come home because the training place is just around the corner and I've got the scooter, but it's a sick day, it's beautiful. And there's a restaurant right next to where I stay that does really nice seafood. So I'm gonna go and have, I think, soft shell crab. I had it the other night, they do it really nice. But yeah, pretty full on this morning. We did a lot of sailing at night and lights and the different day shapes that you should have. Also stand on and give way vessels in terms of collisions and all of this stuff. So it's quite a lot of stuff. Good, but it's like being in the classroom all day, it's super tiring. So anyway, yeah, just gonna go for lunch and back at it in the classroom.
So we're straight back into it, understanding weather sources. And again, where can we find the best type of weather source? Apparently, windy red. More on the Beaufort scale, which I love. Total Armageddon on an actual recognised international scale is pretty cool. I mean, Total Armageddon basically means you're dead if you're in a sailing boat, but still a cool name nonetheless. Types of clouds. It's actually really quite interesting. The one on the right here is called a hammer cloud. Really dangerous. Electronics on yachts and what exactly you should have on your yacht. We did most of this already, but they're just drilling it into us. The electric compass and how we can use that. These things are super handy when you're sailing. Electric wind indicators. With the electric compass and the wind indicator, super helpful to know which tack you should be on. Autopilot, big crossings. You need an autopilot. It's a non-negotiable in sailing. Apps. Sailors apparently have like 1 million apps. Planning your passage and what that should look like. The stages you should take when planning your passage. If you don't plan, you don't have a plan. So make a plan. Leading lines and lights when we're coming into port. And that was us done for the day after this.
Alrighty, just got home from day 10 of the Sail in Asia, Sail in Thailand course thing. Yeah, I'm getting really tired now. It's 12 days non-stop, it's a lot. Today we went through wind, tides, voyages, safety, passage planning, different types of weather, where we can find weather, what sort of apps we should be using, like a lot of stuff, but very useful stuff. I learned a lot. As you'll have seen, like there's a lot of things, but like I said this morning, so tomorrow we're meant to be doing 2 days where we're just sailing alone. Now tomorrow, because one of the trainers has to leave for his holiday, I think, we're going out with one of the trainers on one of the boats, so all of the group, unfortunately. And then the next day after that, day 12, the last day, me, the Swiss guy and the Australian guy were going off on our own, and it's the full day. So normally we do from like 9:30, 10 o'clock until like 1, 2 o'clock. So we're doing from 9:30 to 4, taking lunch on board, We might be having a chance to like jump off and really enjoy it and stuff like that as well. But we'll be completely on our own without any trainers. So it's going to be so sick. I'm so excited. So please stay tuned because that will be all in this video, in this episode. But for tonight, it's still a beautiful day in Thailand, but it's getting a bit later now. It's about 3:30, so I'm going to chill out a little bit and go for some dinner. I will film as much as I can while having a break from filming, because I've been trying to do that as much as I can, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm hopefully getting better, but yeah, it'll take a little while for me to fully get good.
So I ended up just staying in, ordering a KFC and watching other YouTubers sail. Yeah.
All right, good morning. Day 11 out of 12 on the Learn How to Sail in Thailand series. And it is a glorious day once again in Thailand. Looks like the wind has actually picked up quite a bit. There's a few white caps out there. Sea state's a little bit rougher than it usually is, so not bad. I'd rather do some like rough weather stuff. So today I think the plan is that it was meant to be we were out on our own without a trainer, but I think that's changed. Don't know why, but I think in the morning we're doing sailing off mooring, then some anchoring, and then some man overboard while sailing drills before we're let loose, and then tomorrow a full day of sailing on our own without any trainers. So that'll be freaking awesome, just to put everything into practice and do it on our own, and then we're released into the wild. So almost there. But after our training today, we've got to do the exam, and this is the final exam for the inshore skipper's license and the yacht crew license. So yeah, hopefully I do well. Gonna go and jump in the shower and get going. So join me today for the second to last day of this trip. Alrighty, so I had a shower and got changed into my stuff, smelling all fresh and clean, and I've got into a habit of doing this now. I'm pretty sure sailors will probably do this. So what I've been doing every morning is, now I've got a sailing / boating thing in my phone, and anyway, go to Navionics, find where I am, go on the tides, check the tides. So it's low tide now, high tide's 10 to 4, and then check on windy. So the wind is east 11, 12 knots. It looks about a bit more than that. And then go on here, waves, so 0.5, 0.4 from the east, and then go down to tidal, if I can find it, tidal currents, here we go. And then they're coming from the south, 0.1 knots, so barely anything. So this is kind of what I'm looking at every day now to see if it's good sailing conditions. I mean, today, like, it's the same as what it's been. 11, 12 knots, not bad. Also with the wind, having a look at gusts, which I didn't do just now, so I can go back on this, go wind, and then wind gusts, here we go, and then 17 knot gusts, up to 17, 18 knots, but it's been that the whole time anyway. So anyway, I'm going to crack on and get down to the training place and get going with the rest of the guys. And then we've got our final exam in the afternoon, which we have to pass. So yeah, no pressure.
And here we are, back on the scooter commute montage. One of the last mornings before riding down to the beach. This routine has become my life, and the thought of leaving this is bittersweet. But today the classroom felt different. We weren't just students, we were skippers planning our mission. We mapped out the winds and tides for our pre-graduation voyage. It felt real. It felt like this is what we're gonna have to do when we have our own boats, and we're planning where we wanna go. It's pretty crazy. 11 days ago, I knew nothing. When we hit the boat, it was all business. We practiced picking up the mooring pretty much straight away under sail. No engine, just physics. We took turns on the tillers, weaving through the islands with the whole crew on board. The energy was chilled, but focused. Again, we're a team now. And we spent pretty much the whole day tacking and jiving, up and down wind, going around the islands, and handling lines. Each one of us took it in turns to do each one of these core things. So someone will be on the jib, the lazy sheet, the mainsail, the tiller. We were busy the whole time, even though there was 8 of us on board. As we came back into the mooring, we packed away the jib and bagged the mainsail for the last time before the exam. It felt real. It was long. It was a slow day, but I'm really excited and feel like this is exactly where I need to be. The 0 is officially gone. When we got back in, we took the exam, and I couldn't film any of it because we just weren't allowed. It was exam conditions. But after leaving, on my way home, all I was thinking is, damn, I hope I passed this exam. I hope for 11 days I've listened enough to become a skipper. But we wouldn't find out until the final day. And not the start of the final day, the end of day 12.
Alrighty, test over. Just got back, do the daily debrief. So, like I said this morning, we went out sailing, did anchoring, man overboard on sail, anchoring on sail. So it's a pretty chill day, pretty easy. Anchoring's way easier than I thought it would be. So pretty confident. And then in the afternoon, we just had the test. Like I've just finished it now. Just finished, come back home. And I'm 90% sure I've passed. It's quite a long test, 30 odd pages of material. And yeah, I think I've got it, but I'll find out in the morning. And tomorrow we're doing solo sailing. Overall, great day. Feel like I can sail now. Like I'd have no problem taking a boat out right now. Don't know how that's going to translate to bad weather conditions or rough seas or solo sailing, because I haven't done that yet, so I'll take it easy. But yeah, all in all, great experience. Really pleased I did it because I feel super confident now, especially doing it in a controlled environment. But I'm excited for the sailing tomorrow, so stay tuned. Good morning and welcome to day 12 of learning how to sail in Thailand. This is the final day, and what a glorious day it is in Thailand. Looks beautiful. So today we are sailing on our own. No trainers. We're taking out a 25-foot boat and we're sailing all day. Normally we sail from 9 AM until about 1 PM, but today we're sailing from 9 till 4 with nobody. It's just me, the Australian and the Swiss guy. So super excited. Super excited to see if I pass this test as well, actually, because as soon as I go in this morning, I'll find out. But I'm running a bit short on time. I've got 20 minutes to get a shower and get there, so I'm going to go and jump in the shower and take you along for the ride. All right, had a shower, got changed in a huge rush. I've got like 10 minutes to get there. But very quickly, we'll just do windy, look at the wind, 15 knot gust, which is fine. Current, southwest current. So all good. Not bad. I'm going to get on the road, otherwise I'm going to get winched at.
So finally, here we are. Last day leaving the apartment. I decided to take the stairs today, as I always take the lift. Jumped on the bike and headed down to see if I'd passed. This was the big question lingering in my mind. However, when we got there, they told us we'd have our exam results at the end of the day. So we got straight into passage planning once again, but this time it was our own passage. And then we got dinghied to the boat and jumped straight on. And the trainer and everybody else left. It was just us three.
Sailing on our own with no trainers.
This was it. The moment of truth. Day 12 was our solo mission. We set a course around the islands with no one to save us. The instructor stayed far behind, leaving us to navigate the wind and the tides on our own. And honestly, we were killing it. We were catching every gust, holding every line. We didn't even need to speak to each other. We just got it. We just knew what needed to happen. Midway through, the VHF came to life.
Beaver, Beaver, Beaver. This is Dragon. Copy.
Hey Dragon, so here we are now away from any danger, and if you want to take a short break to have a bit of water and chill out a little bit, what we can do is jibber back Haze 2, over.
A surprise test. We had to jibber back Hove 2 and stall the boat perfectly.
Ready to Hove? Yep, ready.
12 days ago, I didn't even know what that meant. Today, we executed it like we've been doing it for years.
Fucking nailed it. Yeah. No, like it worked. And then you put that down, hey? Yeah. We just did it. We did it. Wow. Yeah, we were just like, okay, that's what we're going to do. And then we did it. Wow.
Today, we didn't even need to mutter another word other than Jibber back hove to, ready. And everybody sprung into life and shouted, ready. Because we were. After a celebratory lunch, we sailed back into the bay with one goal: leave no doubt. We dropped the sails early and glided towards the mooring with everything stowed and tidy. We wanted to show the world and ourselves that we weren't students anymore. We were sailors. We picked up the mooring perfectly, jumped into the dinghy and headed for the classroom. My heart was racing. Everything I've risked over the last month came down to the next 5 minutes. Had I passed? Was I now a sailor? Or was I stuck firmly in the zero foundation I started in? And I passed. Here's a slightly awkward looking picture of me and the head trainer shaking hands and handing over my certificate. I can't believe it. I'm a sailor. I'm allowed to sail on the open ocean, and I know how to do it. All of the guys just looked at each other and agreed we're going out for beers. And one beer turned into 10 at this beautiful bay, looking at yachts, looking at where we could park our yachts when we've done our solo journey back to here. And we all agreed this time next year we're going to meet here on our own boats and have a beer on the same beach.
Well, we just finished our inshore skipper thing, and you're saying, like, I just posted the picture of me with their trainer. Fuck, today was so good. Like, we're let loose. Me, the Australian guy, and the Swiss guy. We're let loose, and honestly, we're perfect. Like, we just got everything, every time, all together, all at once. We're done. In March, we're going to do our Yacht Masters. We're going to bring our boats into the bay that you've just seen. And we're going to do Yacht Masters on our own boats. But next week, well, actually, 2 weeks from now, I've got a really exciting update. We're going to sail across the Pacific. So it's now the next day. So day 13. All packed up and ready to go. I'm really sad about leaving here. Like, this past 12 days has been some of the best that I've ever had. Like, the friendships that I've made, the people that I've met. I'm leaving with a heavy heart. I mean, I love living in Bali, but this experience has just been crazy. And I think it's solidified that sailing is what I want to do. That's where my passion lies now, and this is really, really what I want to do. And when we're having beers last night, we all made a deal that we would meet back up here this time next year on our own boats, on the bay that we were having a drink at, and do the next level up, the Yacht Masters. So super excited for that. I'm super excited for the next year now. And this journey, like, I know it's going to be awesome, but I just don't know what's going to happen yet. Like, it's going to be wild. And for the first time in my life, I've got a direction, but I don't know the journey, which is super, super exciting. So, yeah, it's the friendships that I've made during this are just incredible. And sailing's what I really, really want to do. So in a couple of hours, I fly back to Bali, and like I said, back here in 2 weeks for this delivery to San Diego, which will take months and take around 4,000 miles and see some really cool things. So subscribe if you haven't. We need more subscribers. You guys are going to propel me forward in this sailing journey, career, whatever you want to call it, to get my own boat, to be able to sail the world and make awesome videos. This is it. As I learnt in my VHF, over and out.